Good morning. I just wanted to come to you live this morning and wish you guys a great day. I hope everything's going well for you. The option to buy. Those are my friends who are real estate investors, like knowing all about the option to buy. But as a landlord, it's a question that we get asked often, the option to buy. Hey everybody, this is John Nuzzolese from the Landlord Protection Agency, and you know me from the website probably, or from Facebook. I started the Landlord Protection Agency over 16 years ago, helping landlords across the United States and Canada and all other English-speaking countries. And I just want to share with you some tips, and here is an option to buy tip. Have you ever been asked, can I have the option to buy by a potential tenant? Well, it's something that is often asked by rental prospects. Will you give me the option to buy? And in today's economy, they're also asking, is this home currently for sale? Or is this home in foreclosure? They may ask for different reasons. But when they ask the option to buy, well, can I have the option to buy? It's usually asked for two different reasons. The option to buy question, will you give me the option to buy, is usually asked for two different reasons, depending on the prospect that you have. The first reason is the prospect may really intend to rent your property and then purchase it. Now, often when you're screening a tenant, you may even find that people are not qualified or they may not have very good credit. Yet these people still ask, can I have the option to buy? So the other reason, the prospect is wishing to build credibility with you. You know, people are applying for your house. They may have credit in the 400s and really, really terrible credit, very little income, and they're saying, well, if you rent to me, I might want to buy the place. And believe it or not, that sounds like the most ridiculous thing. But I know so many landlords who choose to rent to a prospect who says that because they're thinking maybe down the road they'll sell the place and they don't want to keep working on it. And those words are sometimes the worst thing a landlord can listen to when it's from an unqualified renting prospect. So the question, is your home in foreclosure or for sale? It's asked because we're hearing horror stories all over the place in this economy about people who are forced to move. They move in, they move out because the landlord's losing the house and selling it to them to collect, renting it to them to collect income while the house is in foreclosure. So that's a valid reason for asking that question. But when you have an unqualified prospect, unqualified even to rent, asking you, will you give me the option to buy? I might want to buy it, or I might come into some money, and will you rent it to me with the option? That's kind of a decoy. I call it a decoy. So what I usually tell prospects, the qualified ones that we're going to rent to, if it seems to be an important issue to them, I tell them, absolutely, if you're accepted, we will give you the first right of refusal. That's what our management company does for all our tenants. We put it in the lease, and we give you the first right of refusal. Now, we do have a first right of refusal addendum on the Landlord Protection Agency website. That's VLPA.com, and I'll put a link to that after this video is done, so you can click on it and read about it if you're interested. But we do put that as a clause in the Landlord Protection Agency website, the first right of refusal. And all that says, the first right of refusal, is a clause that gives special attention to let the tenants know that if we decide to sell the property, we're going to offer it to them first. And they're going to have a fixed amount of time to decide whether they want to buy the property and make an offer on it, or make an offer and buy the property. So they've got that fixed amount of time to make that decision. And that satisfies everyone. Now, how often really does your tenant buy your property? It happens sometimes, but very rarely in the whole scheme of things. But giving them that answer and the first right of refusal really satisfies our tenants, makes them feel special, and we will honor it if they make an offer. When we offer the property up for sale, if they give us a reasonable offer, we'll sell it to them. Why not? Because that way we don't have to endure a vacancy and costs of carrying the property until it's sold if the tenant leaves. So, first right of refusal addendum or the LPA lease with the first right of refusal clause is really a fantastic thing for that situation. But beware. Beware of the tenant prospects who are not qualified to rent. If they're not qualified to rent, it's unlikely they'll be qualified to buy your property. Okay, this is John from the LPA. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you soon. Thanks.